What is your expectation about Cool Hong Kong?
I think when I was first asked to join the committee, I thought it's a great idea. We need something to record down the air conditioning development in Hong Kong. So expectation obviously is that we have a book that tells the story and is treasured by practitioners, and they each keep a copy in their own library. That is the initial thought I have on Cool Hong Kong.
The second question is, can you describe about Cool Hong Kong?
I think the product that has been completed is actually more than what I would expect of the book. The main difference actually is in the amount of photos that we got in the book. Initially, the amount of photos we actually provide ourselves is not that much. And I think together with the effort of the publisher and a lot of people behind the scene, we got more pictures and more description. And I must say now it is a very beautiful book that I personally would keep a copy in my own library. And I hope you feel the same way too.
Do you have any unforgettable memories about Cool Hong Kong?
I think there are many mixed feelings. When I first joined the committee, I thought it was to be on a consultancy basis, more or less give out advice, maybe give out contact information for government officials. But later on I discovered I have to write something, a chapter on development of air conditioning in government buildings. And I take up the job with mixed feelings. I thought it is right to put down the memory. But then when I write the book, a lot of old memory come flooding back. It was very interesting, the collection of my past. My first arrival at the site, being introduced to my subordinate staff, which are very experienced inspectors, and they don't actually thought I'm good enough to be their boss. And then my chief engineer also thought, this is a very fresh graduate, he probably don't know anything. And it took me quite a number of years before I can gain the respect and trust. All these faces keep coming back to me. My ex-boss, my partners on the site, all the contractors. But I must say, when I finished the chapter, all these fond memories are more than I can expect of doing this task. And I must say thank you very much to the committee. Thank you.
Why you will take part on Cool Hong Kong?
I'm a librarian at HKUST. A number of years ago, on a listserv that I'm a member of, one that has historians and social scientists, somebody posted a question about the social impact of air conditioning on India. I was really interested. I didn't find any information about that, but it made me start thinking about air conditioning in Hong Kong. I had recently finished an MPhil in sociology and cultural anthropology at HKU, and so I began researching, and on the internet I found out that ASHRAE Hong Kong was doing a history volume about air conditioning in Hong Kong, so I emailed to Philip and asked if I could participate.
Do you have any difficulties about Cool Hong Kong?
I think it was just the normal research difficulties, just trying to find information, gathering it from many different places, finding photos to help illustrate it. I think those were the hardest things.
Do you have any expectation after you read this book?
Well, I didn't really have any expectations when I went into it, but I ended up really just being so excited and thrilled when I finally began reading the articles and helping to edit them and finding out so much about the history of this place that I've lived in for almost 20 years, and realizing that so many places that I walk through, or even my own workplace, there's huge tunnels and major engineering apparatus that I had no concept of. And so I'm hoping that while Cool Hong Kong is a wonderful book for practitioners, I'm hoping that it will also go to people beyond air conditioning engineers, because air conditioning affects all of us, and it's really a fascinating topic.